You must hear this before August 16th. This is not another feel-good spiritual forecast. This is a direct transmission for the awakened ones, a call that will not reach the masses because it is not meant for them. Between August 16th and August 31st, the heavens will stage a confrontation so rare, so precise, that it will tear a hole in the fabric of collective reality. The air itself will feel charged, thick with the scent of endings and the electricity of beginnings. This is not just an energy shift. This is the cosmic verdict of this era. The trial is over. The sentence is about to be carried out. To the unawakened, these days will look like chaos, systems falling apart, plans crumbling, truths breaking through like shards of light through shattered glass. But you will see the architecture beneath it. You will see the hand of divine order writing new blueprints for the earth. You will see the portal, the final lunar gateway, swinging wide, offering you a razor-sharp chance to sever the chains that have bound you to a version of yourself you never agreed to be. You must hear this before August 16th. This is not another comforting spiritual update or a vague horoscope you can scroll past. This is a direct transmission to the chosen ones, to the awakened, to the souls who came here with a mission too important to delay. The message is not for everyone, and it will not resonate with the masses. That is by design. The unconscious will overlook this call entirely because they are not yet tuned to the frequency required to perceive it. But you, if you are still here, are already vibrating in sync with the warning I am about to deliver. Between August 16th and August 31st, the universe is setting the stage for an event so rare, so charged with consequence, that it will feel as though reality itself is being rewritten in real time. It is not a soft nudge. It is not a gradual shift. It is a clean break, a tearing open of the veil between the old earth and the new. The energy in these 2 weeks will not just influence you, it will test you, confront you, and demand from you a choice that cannot be postponed. To those still asleep in the comfortable fog of the old matrix, these days will appear catastrophic. They will see economic tremors, political collapses, social systems failing, relationships dissolving. They will label it chaos, misfortune, bad timing. But you, if you are reading this, you will see the pattern beneath the collapse. You will see that these are not random accidents. They are precise cuts made by the hand of the divine surgeon, removing what is diseased so the body of humanity can heal. And you will know that this is your moment to step through the final lunar gateway, a window of cosmic engineering designed for you to sever every chain binding you to an identity, a timeline, or a destiny that does not belong to you. This is not merely a shift, it is the final cosmic test of this era. This is the verdict that lifetimes of preparation have been building toward. The warning signs have been flashing for months, in the sky, in your dreams, in the strange timing of events in your life. Now the alarm bells are ringing, loud and clear. You have not been walking through random struggles. Every difficulty, every heartbreak, every loss was training. Every delay was a deliberate recalibration of your path so that when this precise energy arrived, you would already be in position. The masses will only see destruction. They will cling to their rotting comfort zones and try to hold up structures already collapsing in slow motion. But you will see the opportunity hidden in plain sight, the rare moment when lunar energy can be manipulated with surgical precision to rewrite not just your future, but the timeline of your entire soul's journey. And when you understand how to work with it, you will not be caught in the wave. You will be the one directing it. The astrological architecture of this event is unlike anything the casual observer will notice. On August 16th, the moon, settled in the slow, grounded, materially focused sign of Taurus, will square Pluto, the great destroyer and transformer, now moving through the futuristic, truth-shattering sign of Aquarius. These two forces are cosmic opposites in their essence. Taurus clings to what is known, to the tangible, to the secure. It builds, it stabilizes, it resists change. Pluto in Aquarius is the opposite. It demands change, radical truth, and the demolition of all illusions. When these two lock in a square, there is no gentle compromise. There is collision. And from that collision comes either liberation or collapse. For most people, this square will be experienced as sudden loss, jobs ending without warning, relationships breaking apart, financial structures failing, long-standing plans crumbling. But for the chosen ones, it is the opposite. It is the cosmic scalpel being placed in your hand. It is the universe saying, you decide what must be cut away. This is not punishment, it is permission. Permission to dissolve old contracts. Permission to release ancestral burdens you've carried for generations. Permission to step out of timelines of lack, fear, and suffering that were never truly yours. Already, the signs have been surfacing in your body, mind, and spirit. The ringing in your ears that comes and goes, that is frequency calibration. The sudden bursts of inspiration followed by bone-deep fatigue, that is your light body adjusting to the higher currents now flooding the planet. The vivid dreams of flying, or of meeting old faces from your past, that is your subconscious offering you closure so you can travel light into the next chapter. If you have felt strangely detached from everyday drama, watching it unfold like a movie you've already seen, understand. This is not apathy. This is the higher perspective settling in. You are being drawn above the noise so you can see the full map. These symptoms are not random. They are divine alarm bells. And if you are hearing them, it means you were never meant to be a passive bystander. You came here to anchor the frequency of this shift. You are a stabilizer in the storm, a frequency holder for the new earth. Your most important mission begins now. But there is a danger, the danger of spiritual inertia. This last quarter moon, aligned with Pluto, is not negotiable. The release it demands will happen, with or without your cooperation. You can walk out of the burning building of your old life willingly, through forgiveness, intentional release, and conscious choice. Or you can wait until the universe collapses the walls on top of you to force you out. One path is graceful and empowering. The other is messy and jarring. But both lead to the same outcome, liberation. The difference is whether you choose it or are pushed into it. You are hearing this now because you are being given a chance to choose. And if you choose consciously, you will not just survive the shift, you will ride it like a master alchemist. You will turn the destruction of the old into the raw material for your rebirth. From here, we begin the sacred preparation. The sacred inventory is not a casual journaling exercise. It is a ritual of truth-telling, the kind that burns away denial and forces you to confront the roots of your own captivity. This is where you write down, without censorship, every person, habit, belief, possession, and identity you are still tethered to. Not just the ones that obviously drain you, but the ones you've convinced yourself are too important to let go. Ask yourself, if this thing were to vanish tomorrow, would I lose myself? If the answer is yes, you've just found a chain. Once you have laid everything bare, the second step is energetic severance. This is where the lunar gateway becomes your ally. During this portal, especially on the nights of August 16th, 22nd, and 31st, sit in silence with your list, and one by one, speak the words, I release you. I set you free, and in doing so, I free myself. Imagine a thread of light snapping with each release. Some will feel easy, almost weightless. Others will feel like tearing out roots buried in stone. Stay with it. This is not symbolic. It is real. The energy cords between you and these attachments will dissolve as you commit to the choice. Step 3. The release of the old. This is where the real courage is required. The universe is not just asking you to open new doors. It's asking you to shut some old ones completely, even if your hands are trembling as you do it. You cannot walk into the next season still carrying the echoes of your old self. This means releasing people who keep you in cycles of doubt, environments that feel like cages, and habits that choke your growth. It's not cruelty. It's alignment. And every time you let go of something heavy, you make space for something holy. When you release, don't expect the world to clap for you. Sometimes, the silence after a departure is deafening, and the absence of certain voices will feel strange at first. But this silence is fertile ground. It is in this quiet that the seeds of your next chapter are being planted. The universe doesn't remove without replacing. It only asks if you're willing to trust the process long enough to see the harvest. Understand this. Some of what you are releasing is not bad, it's just complete. Relationships that were once sweet have served their season. Jobs that once felt exciting may now feel constricting. Dreams that once pulled you forward may have already fulfilled their purpose. When you can recognize that done does not mean failure, you unlock a higher frequency of trust. This is where the alchemy begins. Step 4. The activation of power. When you finally create space, you allow the higher currents of energy to flow into your life without obstruction. This is where the portal's real gift comes alive, not just in material blessings, but in the deep remembrance of who you actually are. This is the moment you stand taller, speak clearer, and walk with a rhythm that others can't quite explain. You are no longer reacting to life, you are directing it. The activation of power is not loud or aggressive. It's quiet certainty. It's the unshakable awareness that you are connected to something vast, eternal, and infinitely intelligent. People around you may sense the shift before you even say a word. They will notice how you no longer chase, how you no longer flinch when storms rise, and how you seem to be operating from a place they can't touch. That's because you are. And here's the secret. Your power is not something you earn. It is something you remember. This portal is here to strip away the amnesia, to remove the layers of doubt, guilt, and fear that convinced you to play small. Once those layers are gone, the light that has always been inside you becomes impossible to hide. Step 5. The manifestation window. As the days ahead unfold, you are stepping into a rare alignment where thoughts crystallize faster, actions ripple wider, and the seeds you plant will sprout with unusual speed. This is not the season to be passive. This is the season to declare boldly, to visualize vividly, and to act decisively. The portal is not just an energetic event, it's an accelerator. But remember, manifestation is not magic without participation. The universe responds to clarity, consistency, and courage. When you move with intention, unseen forces rearrange reality to match your vibration. Synchronicities multiply. Doors you thought were closed swing open. Conversations align perfectly. Even delays turn out to be divine redirections. The key is to stay in motion while staying in faith. Doubt is the only thing that can clog this flow. This is the time to protect your energy fiercely, avoid distractions that drain you, conversations that discourage you, and influences that keep you looking backward. Your future is not back there. Step 6. The crossing. There comes a point in every shift when you must step fully into the new timeline without looking over your shoulder. This is that point. The crossing is not always dramatic. Sometimes it's as subtle as waking up one day and realizing you simply don't resonate with the old life anymore. You feel lighter, freer, and strangely untethered. That's how you know you've crossed. Crossing is a commitment. Once you step over, there's no half in, half out. The universe rewards full surrender with full transformation. Yes, the unknown may feel intimidating, but it's in this unknown that miracles thrive. Every great story begins at the edge of what is familiar. And now it's your turn. Think of this crossing as a rebirth. The old self dissolves, the new self emerges, and you become both the author and the main character of the next chapter. This is where destiny is no longer a distant concept, it's your lived reality. Step 7. The ripple effect. Your transformation will not remain private for long. As you shift, everything around you will begin to shift too. People will sense it. Environments will adjust to match your frequency. Opportunities will come not because you chased them, but because you became the kind of person they were seeking. Your light will draw others who are ready to awaken. Some will ask for your guidance, others will silently watch and be inspired. And in this way, your personal breakthrough becomes a collective blessing. This is how one soul's courage ripples into the lives of many. The truth is, you were never just transforming for yourself. Your journey is part of a larger tapestry, and every thread you strengthen adds strength to the whole. Conclusion and call to action. So here you stand, at the edge of a rare portal, holding the keys to a new timeline. The steps are clear. Recognize the signs, trust the alignment, release the old, activate your power, manifest with clarity, cross fully, and allow your transformation to ripple outward. Don't wait for the perfect moment. You are in it right now. This is your divine summons. Step boldly. Speak your truth. Protect your vision. And when you do, the universe will meet you with blessings so precise they will leave you in awe. If this message has stirred something deep within you, it's because it was meant for you. Take it as confirmation. Step into the portal with full faith and watch the life you've been dreaming of begin to take shape before your eyes. If this resonated like this message, share it so others can step through their own portal, and subscribe so you never miss the guidance meant for your soul. Your journey is just beginning, and the best is unfolding now.